let's move on because it's all about the budget, of course, this Tuesday. And we know Labor's agenda will be to turn the narrative around, getting rid of this idea that they are bad on cost of living, bad on inflation, bad on managing the economy.
Well, sound economic management historically isn't their thing. They spend too much and they aren't about to stop. Chalmers this morning conceding Australia's gross debt is still predicted to rise above $1 trillion. Have a listen.
Reduce gross debt, and you've talked about that, but it still climbs to over $1 trillion, doesn't it? I mean, you used to talk about $1 trillion debt. We're still going to get there, aren't we?
Oh, we have saved so much debt by managing the economy much more responsibly than our predecessors.
Yeah, Jim Chalmers says responsible. But look, here we are. We're still waiting for that $275 in energy relief. So I'm very, very curious to know what will be in this budget. I know as a young person myself in particular, I'd be very interested in knowing is there any support for renters out there and for first home buyers? And that's particularly been something that has been spoken about in recent days. Will there be any money allocated in that? Because right now we know that building approvals, James, are at 20-year lows. Houses aren't being built and rents are up 26%. And we know that people are certainly doing it tough out there. So will there be actually any tangible solutions to fix the cost of living crisis or to help people?
Well, as a young person myself, Danica, I don't know why you're laughing at that.
No.
On the $275 thing, and I know we've talked about this a lot, but it's not our fault, right? Albanese mentioned it 97 times before the last election. But Jim Chalmers, when asked about that, he said, well, that was modelling. It was a promise. It wasn't modelling. Done in 2021 for 2025. In other words, you know, there was a 4-year difference between when we said that and when it was due. So you've got to forgive us if it doesn't come to pass.
Yeah.
Well, hang on a second. They're doing climate modelling for 50, 80, 100 years in advance, and we're meant to believe that.
And I mean, are we surprised? We're certainly not surprised.